Yeah, I think I asked for a, like some kind of description of where the lights were on the set. I think there was some rough kind of description of it and maybe even a diagram. But I worked with Dennis Muren and also Stefen Fangmeier on that sequence. And, when you have questions, I think I would go to Stefen, and then he would say, oh, I think the light is, if you look at the plates, you can tell where the lights are coming from. When you show the takes in dailies, and when they also would comment obviously on, oh, maybe this light could be more towards this direction, and move this light a little more towards that direction. And actually Phil Tippett was also part of the dailies system. So he would look at the shots, and there's one comment he made, and he would say, well, it would be nice to vignette the shot, because we want everyone to focus their eyes on the dinosaur, but the whole frame is exposed fairly evenly. So it's like put a vignette around it, and it kind of shows, it draws people's eyes. When I was working on the shots, I think Carolyn Rendu was the texture artist. Yeah, and I remember that clearly because for those few shots towards the end, the Raptors were fighting with the T-Rex, so we have to create some blood scratches that have blood on them, on the T-Rex. And so I have to create yet another set of maps for those scratches. And I remember going to Caroline and asking her to put the, she said, oh, where should I put the scratches? And like around here, like this, and like not too bloody, and just you make sure it's kind of visible, but not. I remember, well, there was some technical difficulties because we actually used, in those days the render man was not as elaborate as now. The shader language was more limited than we would like, So I think I remember we used one set of STs for the textures for the body, and then in order to put on another one, and we don't want to disturb that set of textures, right? Because it's used for all the other shots, so they have to create a separate, it's called S2T2 set of maps. And that's just for the scratches, and I think I did have to animate them when the raptor comes down like that.